Well, I actually saw this on Facebook this morning. Let's see, it's March 29th. I saw this post about the transgender mass shooter, and I decided to look into it. And I'm just gonna do a video on it because this is like, crazy how now it's something you got all these mass shootings going around in schools and nobody's been punished, and these people are carrying assault rifles, like military grade weaponry that you see in action films from the early from early 80s to mid 80s to late 90s, early 90s, in them action films. And I saw the actual video footage, and I probably can't show on YouTube. I might leave a link to it from the Facebook post news segment I see on Facebook. I'll just leave a link for it in the description box. And you see it is freaking crazy. And so the article that I found on it is coming from The Guardian, and it's titled Nashville School Shooter Identity May Make Them an Exceptional Aware Perpetrator. Already they defending crap. Was it what it sounds like? They already defending, this act already. The article states, in the immediate aftermath of Monday's gun rampage at a private Christian school in Nashville, Tennessee, was left 3 9-year-old children and 3 adults dead. Local police described the shooter as a young female teenager. I'm kind of at all because like 3 9-year-olds at a Christian church are dead. Yeah, that would really hang on me, man. Like the 9-year-olds are dead. Kids that barely got a chance to live. That's barely really started their own life yet. I mean, yeah, horrible for the adults too, but dang, man, you just mirror from children. I don't tolerate that very well. Within hours, that description had changed that to of a 28-year-old woman, and shortly after that, the authority provided again, revealing that the shooter, Audrey Hale, had in recent times identified on social media, including a LinkedIn account, as a transgender male. The swirling of identity for the Covenant school shooter was a product of the fog of confusion that commonly descend over the set of gun rampages in their instant wake. In this case, it pointed to another factor: the shot that has followed an incident that, according to all recorded data, is exceptionally rare. And one of the rock solid truth about the U.S. epidemic of mass shooting is that this catastrophic events, which tear families and communities apart, are committed overwhelmingly by cis males. Cis males. Why y'all just say like a man child or somebody with that's been bullied? First you went from bully, now talking about cis males. Why don't you just say straight males, or just males, or just people who've been bullied, or people who need help or something? I don't know, man. I don't like that word cis. It don't make no sense. According to the Violence Project TVP, men are responsible for carrying out more than 97% of all public mass shootings. TVP, a nonpartisan research group, tracks massive public shooting in the U.S. stretching back to 1966. Its data defines such shootings relatively. Its database defines such shooting relatively strangely as incidents in which 4 or more people are killed with a firearm in a public place. Following this definition, there has been 190 such disasters in the past 57 years, and of those, 185 were carried out by shooters who were assigned male at birth. You're not assigned a gender. You were born, that's the gender you were born. That's the gender that the chromosome turned into. There's a Y and X chromosome. That's it. A Y chromosome is the male, the X is the female. Only 5, including Hale, were assigned female at birth. 2 committed the killing spree alongside their male partners. She wasn't assigned female at birth. She was birth female because of the X chromosome. Men perpetrate over 90% of homicides worldwide, said TVP's Julian Pearson. Explanation for this focus on a host of biological, social, economic, and cultural factors, including societal explanation and gender roles. When it comes to mass shootings, perpetrators often see themselves in previous perpetrators and identify with them, which can contribute to copycat shootings. Well, no duh about that. I mean, that study been proven. Even Professor Black Truth won't say that. They've been doing that in movies for a while, saying that copycat killers and copycat murders identify with the killer. FBI has a slightly looser definition of what is called activist shooters incident. It focuses on individuals who engage in killing or attempt to kill people in a confined and populated area. Its database records a large number of cases, 277 between 2000 and 2018 alone. But even here, the population of perpetrators assigned female at birth is very low, 12 or just 4% of the total. Stop assign crap. First of all, you're not assigned at birth a female. You are assigned at birth female. It's your genetics that assign you. It's your Y chromosome. Y or X chromosome females or X chromosome males or Y chromosome. That's not assigned. That's what you turn into. That's what you evolve into over here. That's what the hormonal does. A hormonal balance is that the right amount of hormones would make all fetuses are male by default. That's even Jurassic Park. That's in the first Jurassic Park. All fetuses are female by default. They're X chromosome. When another X chromosome meet another X chromosome and fertilize it, it turns into female. Now the Y chromosome going to the X chromosome egg, it makes it male. In the story, the numbers of shooters who are trans or gender non-informed is even rare, placing Hale in a almost unique class. The only other member of this category known in recent years is the 22-year-old shooter who killed 5 people in a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs last November, who, according to defense lawyers, is non-binary. Dr. James Silver, an associate professor at William Patterson University, who co-authored one of the only studies of a small number of mass shooters who were assigned female at birth, note that there is still scant understanding of why the overwhelming majority of mass shooters are cis males. Okay, like I said before, they didn't stop that cis word. They say male. I mean, what kind of male are there? We can't think about the nature versus nature argument. Are men promptly biological driven? Are men predominantly biologically driven towards aggressive because of testosterone, or are they more being natural into, or are they more being nature into being more violent, thought or culture, and society? Or are they more being natured into being more violent through our culture and society? We don't have a definite answer, but both seem possible. I don't know foods that control their anger. That's the problem. We can think about nature versus nurture argument. Are men promptly biological driven towards aggressive because of testosterone, or are they more being nurtured into being more violent throughout our culture and society? We don't have a definite answer, but both seem plausible. We could think about the nature versus nurture argument. Are men promptly biological driven towards aggressive because of testosterone, or are they more being nurtured into being more violent throughout our culture and society? We don't have a definite answer, but both seems plausible. The exceedingly rare nature of a shooter who is anything other than a cis male is unlikely to stop far-right agitators from seizing on Hale's trans identity to forward a cultural war objective. Within hours of the shooting, Charlie Clerk, an extreme provocateur affiliate with Donald Trump, was calling for a ban on gender-affirming care for kids. Such response to the shootings are likely to find fertile ground among some of the sectors of Texas society. The state's Republican leadership has been at the forefront of the movement to pass anti-trans legislation that has swept the U.S. Earlier this month, Tennessee became the first state to ban drag shows. Its legislators It is set in the place for at least 16 other Republican-controlled states that are debating similar draconian measures. These are not even draconian laws, really. That's the end of the article, and it seems like this whole person trying to make excuses. Cis males, I don't know. These are like what? How did Sean James put it? Men in crisis. First we went for like what was it? First it like simps, you know, weak males, you know. Now so they talking about cis males because like that's the alphabet community code for saying straight males, saying that straight males are, oh man, please. Have you ever seen prisons? They're full of people from the alphabet community in there. So don't even try it saying, it's just straight males. No, anybody can be violent. More than study talking about is more female called violent crime. They do more female do mass shootings. But also it's more women who commit assault and harm on children. Women have more access to children than males, and they harm kids. And you know what I mean by harm them? They, we can't say the R word, but they grape kids more than anybody else. Look at all the teachers there on, those type of assault charges. They're females who violate children. And they're in the school system. Tell you, man, people are stuck on the damn gender war nonsense, and what they left out is that there are white males that do that. They have more access to guns than anybody. This we get. You don't punch mass shooters. Ever since Dennis Roof, what was it? No, all the white kids, the Buffalo shooting, all that, because you didn't punch the mass shooters when you should have. When you should have punched them, you didn't. Now this is a repercussion for not punching them. You have to punish them to make an example, not make them heroes. Because what they say, shit rolls downhill. Now you don't let Daniel Roof,